If you make $28.50 an hour, can you afford to buy a house that's $450,000? I think the biggest problem with people house shopping or looking for a mortgage is they don't know where to start or what they could afford with the money that they could make right now. So let's take a look. Can you afford a $450,000 house if you make $28.50 an hour? Now, remember, this is an example, so treat this as a hypothetical. It's not real, but it gives you a general understanding if you can afford that dream home. If you want me to go over your actual numbers, reach out. Jumping into it, for a 4-hour work week, it's about 2,080 hours. So if you take $28.50 times those hours, you get around $60,000 a year, which is $59,280 to be exact. And then you divide that by 12 months, and that's around $4,940, close to $5,000 a month. Remember, you don't spend all of that on a mortgage. You have groceries, utility, life. We'll look at the debt to income ratio, maxed around 50%. So take your monthly revenue, divide it in half, and that gives you about $2,400 a month. The home was $450,000. On a conventional loan, if you put 5% down, that's $22,500, leaving a loan amount of $427,500. Remember, this is not an actual quote. We're doing this for education purposes, but principal and interest at 6.75% is about $2,000. And then you add in taxes, insurance, let's say private mortgage insurance is around $220 a month. So the estimated total brings your total payment up to about $3,800 per month. The reality is at 50% debt to income ratio, you would have $2,400, but this house would need $3,800 of disposable to afford it. That does not match up. But this doesn't mean no, and it doesn't mean that you can't afford it ever or even now. We just need to adjust the plan. Some options to help are getting a cosigner with a strong income, putting a higher down payment, like a bigger down payment will lower the loan amount, using a second income. Now, there are rules around second income, like if you have a part-time job, you need to have had it for 2 years. If you're self-employed, we need to see it for 2 years. There are some exceptions here and there for those. Using a cosigner, getting a second job, and then having that for 2 years or whatever. If it's in the same line of work, you can get by with 12 months of that. A lower purchase price. I've got a client right now who was shopping in this area, and now he's down in this area, and he's actually just went under contract. So there's a lot of things that people forget because you're not talking to a mortgage pro. So don't feel disheartened if your income doesn't qualify for a specific level of home that you're looking at right now. Find out either A, what is the path to get there, or B, is there an alternative that maybe you could look at? Are you being distracted from something better by something good? If you want advice on loans or what you can afford, even if it's more or less than $28 an hour, reach out. That's why I made this video, to show buying a home is possible. Here's my phone number, my email and website. Check out people I've helped. Leave a comment about your income if you want me to run your scenario. Also, the areas that you want to move. Let me know where you want to go and if you want to see information about those areas. So have a great day. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more scenarios and mortgage help. Talk to you soon.